We had just got back from Chicago. I called up Rose, and we were talking about getting together to take some lessons at his convenience. And Dolores kept saying, my dear wife kept saying, ask him if there are any openings in major orchestras. He wanted me to stress that. Anyway, so at the end of this conversation, I said sort of reluctantly, I said, incidentally, my wife keeps asking me to ask you if you know of any orchestra openings in major orchestras. And Rose, without hesitancy, said, well, there's an opening in Cleveland, but you never said anything about it. And so he said, I can call him up and tell him about you. But Rose thought I was a very talented cellist also. I was not Yo-Yo Ma, but I wasn't bad. So I arranged with Mr. Szell to come down to New York 3 days later and play for him in his apartment. I was very encouraged, and at the end of the audition he says, thank you very much. And I says, well, there's another one down the drain. I just I thought it was all over, so I left and went back to Hartford, and about 3 days later I got a wire from the management of the Cleveland Orchestra that I'd been hired as cellist at Cleveland Orchestra, and I was under a lot of stress. And I would go out sometimes early to look at bowings or music that was especially difficult, and Szell would be out there checking bowings or doing something in preparation of the rehearsal, and he'd pass by and he'd just put his hand on my shoulder, and that was profoundly gratifying because I knew that he was aware of what I was